Well, as you can see, I am no longer in Michigan, and now I have a new shop. So I've graduated from Michigan State, moved down to Texas, and I have this nice, deep single car garage so I can do a lot of these car projects. Now, good thing about not being in Michigan, it's no longer 30 degrees and I don't have to worry about Michigan winters. The bad part about being in Texas, though, is that it is currently 80 something degrees in this garage and close to 70% humidity, so it is wet, wet, wet. Anyways, I've wasted no time and I've started tearing apart the ZHP so I can get the rear subframe reinforcements started. As you can tell, this exhaust is out, and we'll be doing the reinforcement plates, whatever other reinforcements such as the trailing arm pockets, and then maybe even a shifter rebuild and the BMW World Race exhaust. Let's take a quick look underneath the car and see what 225,000 miles of winters has done to it. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad, and I think it's completely workable, which is why I decided to buy this vehicle in the first place and decided to start tearing it apart. But obviously, the more I drop the subframe, the more I'll decide whether or not I want to keep it. So far on this side, I've gotten all the trailing arms and everything disconnected, and I've also undid this camber arm, pushed the caliper through, and hung it up on some brackets so that I don't have to disconnect any brake lines, similar to what I did to the E46. I gotta follow up on this side, but soon this whole thing is gonna be ready to drop. All I gotta do is go from the inside, disconnect these e-brake cables, drive shaft, and any wiring, and then we'll be there. Anyways, looking further up the car, again, it looks very, very clean. I realized that the oil pan gasket, which is now sealed, was leaking for a long time because the bottom third of the transmission is oil covered, but the top third, or the top 2/3, is perfectly fine. Also, moving even further up, like I said, we'll be doing the Spec E46 race exhaust, which means these cats are going to be coming out of it, and I'll be able to recoup some of that cost. I paid a shop to replace the studs on this, and that's why removing the exhaust on this car was so easy. I think if I had to cut stuff out, it would have taken me an extra 2 hours just to get this exhaust off, and I would have been very, very annoyed in this Texas heat. Anyways, I hope everybody's excited to have some more content. I'm not going to be filming it DIY style, but I will go pretty in-depth once I'm tooling the welding and seam sealing portion of the reinforcements, just like the E36 videos.